This is tip number 3 for GrowThyme. So today's tip is, how do I know when to plant what seed? What time of year to plant what? Because it gets quite confusing, I get that. But this one is very easy, easier than some of you might realize. I'm a South African, so I'm going to show you where to find this information if you are in South Africa. But you can literally do the exact same, and I'm sure you'll find very much similar results for your country. Okay, so Tara, get to the point. Where do I get this information? Very easy. Just go onto Google and type in Sowing Calendar South Africa, and a whole list of different companies is going to pop up, some that you might even be familiar with, such as Seeds for Africa. And if you scroll down, you'll even see that they've divided it into our provinces. So wherever you are, easy peasy. Or you can go on to Organic Seeds, and what makes them nice is that you can actually choose here if you've got a wet summer or a dry summer. You'll pick one of those. Then there's also lifestyle.co.za. I'm quite new, not too familiar with them, but you can also find a sowing calendar on their website. This might be a shocker to some South Africans, but believe it or not, even Builder's Warehouse has a vegetable sowing chart. Go onto Builder's website and you'll find it there. And then one of my personal favorite nurseries, one of them, the Stodels brand, they also have their own sowing calendar that you can find on their website. So before you go into the shop and you stand in front of this aisle and you're like, this, like in the moment it sounds like a good plan, but when you're standing there it can be quite intimidating. I get that. So before you go to the shop, go look at some sowing calendars and see what you can plant for this month, and you should more or less have an idea already what you would like to plant. But with that in mind, with knowing what you can currently plant, it just gives you a nice idea of that structure of, okay, so I am going to plant some sunflowers because it is sunflower time this year. I mean this month, sorry. If you missed my previous video, go onto my page and you'll see tip 2 where I actually tell you what you can plant in January in South Africa. And there you have it. Easy peasy. As simple as that. Gardening is really not as intimidating as it might seem. I want a shelf like this in my house.